Welcome back to my channel, Give Me Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude. And today we are back and we're playing Madoka Magica Portable. And I'm pretty sure you guys kind of thought I was done with the last one. No. There is surprisingly an extra chapter after that. So that's what we're going to do today is we are going to play the extra chapter. But before I get started on that, I do understand that getting to the point that is now can be tricky, and especially for first-time goers, it can be pretty tricky. And I didn't mention one part of it, so let me go over to extras. And in the extras, there's this part called mystery barriers, and I didn't go into much detail on it as I should have in earlier videos. But if you ever find yourself getting stuck and you find chapters a little bit more difficult to follow along with, especially if you're trying for all the good endings in the chapter, I would highly recommend you try the mystery barriers. So these are the mystery barriers right here. You have the joyful barrier, which you get for finishing up Madoka's chapter. You have the sufficiency barrier for getting the good ending on the Mami chapter. You have the fool's barrier for getting the good ending on... Yeah, I want to say that one's Sayaka. And the impeachment barrier for getting the good ending on... Or I think it's not even the good ending, it's just finishing it all up. But for finishing up the Kyoko chapter there. And then the oblivious barrier for finishing up the Valpurgis chapter. Each of them offer layers of difficulty, but with a reward. See, I have 3 of them cleared there. The reward for completing the first 4, because I don't think you get anything for completing the 5th one. That one's a little bit trickier. Is that you get the chance to buy stat boosts that you get at the start of your game. So just using the joyful barrier here, you get +5 stat boosts for everything. So you can buy everything from HP, MP, vitality, attack, dodge, you know, all those stats that are available to your magical girls in their abilities thing. It's in the start menu. But those will come in handy, and that makes it a lot easier to get through it, especially as you're trying for some of the endings, because the witches and their labyrinths can get pretty tricky, as well as knowing what to do. That comes in handy. So if you had difficulty reaching Valpurgis, let alone even just fighting her, I do highly recommend this. But if you are in the progress of one of them, it doesn't just give it to you, so you'd have to start a new game once you've purchased all the items that you get from the mystery barrier. But anyways, let me go back. And so here it is. So we finished all the chapters. We finished As If We Met in a Dream, the Madoka chapter, Only If You're By My Side, the Mami chapter, The Wish I Prayed For, the Sayaka chapter, That Was My Only Hope Left, the Kyoko chapter, and The Destiny Could Be Changed, which is Homura's chapter. And there are a lot of endings with that one. You could even get the anime ending, which I want to say comes pretty close on par with it, but there are a few subtle differences. And then there's a couple other endings as well. We ended up going for the one true ending, as I mentioned that we were going to do, and that's where we're going to leave it. As you can see, there's still a lot more endings that have to be finished with them. For the Mami chapter, just letting her become the witch, Candelero, and beating that one. For the other girls, it's the same thing. You know, you're just letting them become the witch and dealing with the witch. Some of them are pretty tricky. Fighting the Kyoko witch can be very tricky, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Most of the enemies hit pretty effing hard. But again, doesn't matter. And then as for the Destiny Could Be Changed, I want to say there is no reward for failing, but it's been a while since I've failed at it, so yeah. Anyways, here we are. Feelings Define Fate, the extra chapter. So let's go ahead and get started. How many times must I explain? How many times will they nod, making me start all over again? In the end, they're nothing but foolish magical girls who ramble on about men and feeling lonely. No, in the end, actually, they become corrupted and transform into witches. So far, to protect Madoka, I focused on finding a way to prevent her from becoming a magical girl. And then defeated Valpurgis alone, but it never works out in the end. This method just doesn't work. If only I can get everyone's support, that would do it. If I could just keep them all as magical girls and defeat Valpurgis without harm. Huh? I got it! That's it! How could I have not realized such a simple concept? In order to reverse our fates and keep everyone alive, we need to do something else. Starting with a little attitude adjustment on their part, of course. And so that was the introduction to the extra chapter. And from that, without spoiling anything, I'm just going to tell you things are going to get a little bit different than any of the other chapters we've seen before. So, go ahead and enjoy the ride. It's day 1 night, and our only option is to continue with Homura. Great job, everyone. Man, fighting witches really gets you all fired up, eh? Good job. That was kind of a close one. Don't you think so? Good job, everyone. It's okay now. We got a grief seed, didn't we? Let me check all of your soul gems. Go right ahead. Sure. Yep. It looks like we'll be fine with just one grief seed. I'll take away your corruption now. But I didn't use too much magic. Don't worry, Madoka. It's much better to replenish your magic so you'll be ready when needed. She's right, Madoka. We can't let you corrupt. You have to be a cute little magical girl. Well done, everyone. Here you go, Kyube. It's an unused grief seed. Take it away from us, alright? Leave it to me. Huh? This feeling. Madoka, Sayaka, please keep a lookout. Is there another witch nearby, Mami? No. She's coming out from the darkness over there. Huh? Huh? You three, get in line. Who are you? Wait, that outfit seems oddly familiar. Are you a magical girl? It looks like it, but get in line? What exactly do you mean? Just shut up and get in line. There's a very serious matter I must discuss with you. And what's that? And wait, who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. What matters is that you are all complete failures. Are you really satisfied with the way you are as magical girls? How does that matter at all? Are we really failures? Don't let her words get to you, Madoka. You came here over a territory war, didn't you? A territory war? Those really exist? If you want more magical power, you need more grease seeds, right? A town like this is advantageous. Advantageous? Territory wars exist because grease seeds are recompense for us magical girls. I was in one. Magical girls have to fight each other? Isn't it our duty to fight for justice? Few magical girls actually think that way. So this girl's also. I didn't come here to fight in some petty territory war. Are you? Silence. I know everything you're up to, incubator. Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am. I'm a magical girl. You and I have formed a contract. I know the relationship between witches, magical girls, and the Soul Gem's secret, so be quiet. Huh? Don't tell me you're... Kyue! No, how could you? Mami! Victory to everyone who takes the initiative. Understood? Understood. Tira finale. Huh? It missed? No way. How? Sit still. Just watch Kibe's corpse, and all will be explained. There are so many replacements as needed, but please don't break them. What a waste. Kibe? Why is he eating himself? Mami, what is going on? I have no idea either. Look at this. Now you've got Madoka and her friends all curious. Silence. Do you want me to blow more holes into your tiny skull? Do you understand, Mami? There's still many things you don't know. Apparently. Am I hearing things? She said my name. I'm here to make real magical girls out of you. Am I understood? Yes. Sir, yes, sir. I can't hear you. Say it louder now. Yes. That's the right answer. Now I'll teach you all the resolve you need. Huh? What do you mean? No questions. The resolve? But Mommy already taught us. That's right. I already have. You were so alone. They put on a facade for them. What could you have taught them? What's wrong, Mommy? Nothing at all. I was just remembering something all of a sudden. By resolve, you mean how we must fight for justice, right? It's our duty as... You healed the boy you love, yet you couldn't even confess it. What justice do you speak of? Sayaka, are you alright? And now for you, Madoka. Yes, ma'am. Did you learn my name? Is there anything you'd like to say? Well, I'm just so happy I could be useful to others, so... That's soft of you. Softer than the sweetest candy you could possibly eat. What the? She didn't even use telepathy. She put Madoka down directly. That's kind of harsh to do to Madoka. Alright then. Allow me to state the obvious. You aren't just magical girls. Yes, ma'am. Understood. You found your wish, and so you became magical girls and defeat witches. And there's nothing you can do about it. What do you mean? But that's because we got our wishes granted, right? That may be true, but you are all sacrificing your youth. That's a mistake. Huh? Mami, you've been one for a long time and seem to know quite a lot. So, may I ask you something? Yes. What is it? She really does know my name. Heard of any in their 20s? What about their 30s? What about magical spinsters? No. I haven't even heard of any rumors. You don't know what happens to older magical girls, do you? Well, now that you mention it. Well, if you're going to say that much, then why? Say something. What do you mean? You're pointing a gun at me. I understand. I won't interrupt again. Being a magical girl eats up the time of our lives we call puberty. Get me now? We must treasure it. This isn't some club where you gather people. Ha! And that, my friends, is resolve. That's all for today. Class dismissed. Eh? That's all for today. What do you mean? No questions allowed. Class is dismissed until we meet again. Meet again? Am I understood? Yes. Then, until next time, good day to you. Feelings define fate. What in the world just happened? Cubate left somewhere too. More like he ran away. Again? She's going to return? It seems so. To be honest, she didn't seem like a bad person. Honestly, I'd rather deal with a bad person instead. Well then, please introduce yourself to the class. Good morning, my name is Homura Akemi. Well, you sure seem uppity today. Wasn't she in the hospital for a year due to heart problems? It's that girl from yesterday. Eh? She's the same age as us. I was sure she was older than Mami. Well, let's just report this to Mami for now. Eh? She transferred to your class? And she's younger than me? Madoka's emotionality increased by 20. Sayaka's emotionality increased by 10. Mami's emotionality increased by 20. We've now moved on to the evening of day 2, and our options are Homura, Sayaka, and Mami. And with the last little section we played off, we've gotten to see that Homura has come in there with a agenda to boot, that she wants the girls to have an attitude adjustment, which could mean a lot there, but she came in there strong, showed them that they weren't a match for her, and told them she would come back to help them become what they're supposed to be, proper magical girls, for lack of a better word. She also pointed out the fact, in which case we have noted with, well, if you've watched a lot of the animes and mangas, then you would know that magical girls don't get that old. There are a few magical girls that have been on the older side, and I'll leave that for you guys to discover if you ever watch more of the other animes that have come out. But with that said, she, jumps into her regular day. Here she is. She's joining in to school, and she's in Madoka's class. Well, Madoka and Sayaka's class, which, of course, Mami finds a little bit shocking. All of them thinking, hey, she was older. Potentially, depending on how many loops she's gone through here, mentally, yes, she is older. Again, don't really know how many times she's done this loop, but once she's gone over the point of, let's just say, even as simple as 48 loops, she would be 4 years older than what she's supposed to be mentally. What that's done to her psyche and everything, well, we've seen. So, anyways, we're still in it for the long ride here. And since this is kind of an extra story, it really doesn't matter, but I'm going to try to stick it with Homura whenever possible, because she's the one in charge here. Hello there, Kyosuke. Are you that transfer student? Homura Akemi, right? That's right. It's nice to meet you. We haven't really talked too much, have we? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I heard from Sayaka that you were hospitalized too. Do you still have to come to the hospital? You look healthy to me. That's true. I'm healthy now, but I've got things I must do. What about you, Kyosuke? I'm going to need to go to rehab for my legs. Do you know about my injury? No, not in detail. It seems Sayaka isn't with you today. You only just transferred here, and you already know about that? Are there rumors? I didn't hear from a rumor. I'm surprised. I never thought you'd be the type to worry about rumors. Well, it'd just be embarrassing if there were rumors is all. Well, I didn't hear from any rumors. I heard about it because of Sayaka herself. Sayaka told you? So you two are already friends? By the way, Kyosuke, what do you think of Sayaka? What's with this all of a sudden? That's a really odd question to ask. Is it? So basically, the way you see her is too complicated to describe? Do you really only see Sayaka as a childhood friend? Or as something more? Would you feel anything at all if another guy took her from you? But we guys like me aren't Sayaka's type. Do you really believe that? Yeah, we're friends from childhood after all. I'd at least know that. That girl has always loved the strong, heroic type. Well, Sayaka's taste in guys aside. What about you, Kyosuke? What do you really think of her? Oh, well, look at that. I'll be late. Let's save this for later. Later, huh? If we discuss this at school, she'd just get suspicious. It looks like both of them have the same type, unassertive and afraid. In that case, I'll just need to push Sayaka a little bit. That should do it. Homura's emotionality increased by 40. And we've now moved into the night of day 2. Our only option is Mami here. And we've just seen Homura interact with Kyosuke, which is something we've never seen before. other mediums of any sort. But to what end? I mean, well, that's what we're going to figure out here. It was a little bit more pointed to try to figure out where his feelings lie in Sayaka. But it seemed that didn't go too well, so now she's got to shift her focus on Sayaka and getting her to be a completely different person than what she is. Will it work? Who knows? But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. It seems I'm all alone again. I put on such a facade that I never ask for help, so I end up crying to myself. That's the magical girl I've regressed to. But that girl, Homura's right. Maybe I really have been guiding the girls to act in a way convenient for me. You worry too much. It shouldn't matter who if you dread being alone. Eh? How did you get into my house? How? That's a pretty dumb question to ask a magical girl. But I put up a light barrier. A light barrier is as good as none at all. I'm not a witch, nor am I a familiar. If you hate being alone, well, I've got the solution you seek. A pretty clear answer at all. And so here's the Homura button. Mami will become a witch if she gets too lonely. Therefore, we need to make sure she doesn't. And so our options are, you should get a dog. Lonely apartment living women need a dog. No more lonely nights when you've got a lovable dog. Or, become an idol mommy. If she wants people's attention, then maybe she should pursue an idol career. She's cute enough. And from those two options, we are obviously going to choose the very bottom one. If you want to be friends with everyone, then I have the role for you. The role of an idol. An idol? Like the ones on TV who do meet and greets, sell DVDs, and go underground? I don't know about the last one, but yes, that kind of idol. There are variety idols, internet idols, community idols, beautiful pros, and local idols. However, Mami, none of those are who you aim to be. You should become a style idol. I can't. Yes, you can. You may deny it, but you've got a nice body. That's not true. You'll be fine. With your curves, you could even make a gravure cover. That's not really a compliment. Yes, it is. Think about it. You've got the qualities of an idol in the making. The qualities? How? Wanting to change things and being lonely means not wanting to be alone, right? Never being left alone? That's the way of an idol. They want to be seen by all. And besides, you've got artistic sense. Tira finale for a finishing move? A finishing move with a name? And that name is Tira finale? That's awesome, indeed. Please stop saying those things. Now you're really mocking me. Not at all. In fact, I respect that about you. I can't do those things. That part of you will make for a charming idol. It will definitely earn you fans. And then you won't be alone anymore. But my duty is... Your duty is not as important as you may think. How many magical girls are in this town? I'll raise those two properly. Besides, won't those two be happy to see you as an idol? And when in a pinch, their idol comes to the rescue from atop a cliff with the Tiro finale. That sounds pretty cool. Doesn't it? So just aim to become an idol. Why not? I'll support you. Alright, give me a little time to think about this. Be sure to give it good consideration. I'll be waiting for your debut. Just a bit more of a push. Actually, no. I can see that she's into it already. Mami's emotionality increased by 40. Homer's emotionality increased by 40. It's on now. We've moved into the morning of day 3, and our only option is Sayaka. But we've just done something a little bit different, and by we I mean Homura, and that is that we've pushed Mami, or at least pushed the idea into Mami of becoming an idol. Although some of it did venture into a little bit of a weird spot, it does seem like Mami is going for it, so she wants to become an idol. What'll come of it, we have to keep playing along to see. But to go down the list, that's one down. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Morning. Good morning. Morning. Oh look, it's Kamijo-kun. Huh? He can walk without crutches now? Huh? Looks like it. That's great. His hands. They healed, but he still needs rehab for his legs. God is strange. Yeah, sorry. It's not you, Sayaka. It's just, if God could heal his hands, why not his body? Yeah, you're right. I'm sure disappointed in you, God. Good morning. Great weather. Oh look, it's Kamijo-kun. Aren't you interested, Miki? Interested? In what? In what? Isn't he the reason you became a magical girl? You like him. Just how do you know? Did Kyubei tell you? Not like Kyubei would tell me that. I just know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, she says. So, when are you going to confess to him? Confess to him? You like Kyosuke, right? Then why not confess it to him? I'm not... It's not like that. It's not like that, my ass. Come on, Sayaka. You wouldn't waste your one and only miracle if it wasn't like that. I just wanted to hear Kyosuke's violin again, so... It's due to that excuse that he had to go to rehab for his legs, you know? Just go and confess. You're cute, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I can't just go and do that. Sayaka-san. What just happened, guys? She suddenly just ran away. I think I could understand why she'd want to scream and run away like that. Oh, Madoka? You were listening to that? I mean, you're the one who forced yourself between me and Sayaka. We'd all be more happy if we could just be more honest with ourselves. Sayaka's emotionality increased by 10. We now just moved into noon of day 3, and our two options are Sayaka and Mami. But we're seeing Homer just make this really hard push to get Sayaka to be honest with herself and admit her feelings about Kyosuke to Kyosuke. What's gonna happen there? Of course, we gotta continue the story and figure that part out. But this is a completely different story in which Homura is really pushing everyone past their limits or in just a completely different direction. Again, what's going to come of it, we'll see. But anyways, from the two choices, I kind of want to see where Mami is going, so let's go pick that out and continue on. The girl in this poster is beautiful. Same with the one singing this song. I don't know if I can do it. How can I become part of the world of people like these? Oh, so you are interested. Huh? Akemi-san, shouldn't you be at school? Shouldn't I be asking that? Skipping school to scope it out without friends? No, that's not it. Don't worry about these girls. I know you can be an idol. You don't hate singing, right? Well, it's whether I'm good or not. That's the issue. You'll be fine then. How about You'll be fine then. How about debuting with a song like Love's Teros Finale? And remember, magic. You're a magical girl. You can use that to debut. There's no point in that. I need to become an idol through my own efforts. You need to. See? You really do want to become an idol. I meant it hypothetically, that's all. Don't be shy, Mami. Having ambitions is a wonderful thing. Mami's emotionality increased by 20. We are now in the evening of day 3, and we've just seen that Mami really does want to become an idol. And that's interesting because that thought was put in by Homura, who's changing the whole way this run of the cycle is going. So things are just going everywhere here. And with that, we're still continuing on with Mami's story, so let's figure out what happens. What is she doing here? Idling here? Loitering there? Is she trying to find someone? Or is she trying to be found? But by whom? Don't tell me. Is she waiting to be scouted out? Nah, not her style. And she stops every so often. Is that her idea of a sexy pose? I have heard that scouters like to patrol this area, but I guess she doesn't want to use magic. That's a huge display of her guts. Sure, she's motivated, but we need a logical method if we want her to debut. An entertainment office usually scouts here, but that guy over there. Seems he's trying to call out some cute girls. Let's stop time and take a look. That name tag of his. No doubt about it. That guy's a scouter. Now I just need to bring him over to her in order to put this into action. But how do I do that? If I touch him, he'll start moving again. That was stupid of me. I just really want Mami to become an idol. Guess I've got no choice. Let's get time moving again and think of another way. Excuse me, young lady. I'm a scouter from an entertainment company. As of now, are you currently contracted with an agency? No, I'm not. I see. Perfect. Are you interested in world of show business? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Huh? She got solicited by another scouter? Was that magic? Or talent? Either way, it looks to me like things are progressing. We've now moved into noon on day 4, and we're still following along with Mami's story here. That's our only option. But we've just seen as Homer was trying to find a way to help Mami to be scouted, recruited, however you want to call it there. It just happened organically on its own there. So Mami just wandering around in this area, and it just happened. So did she get signed? More than likely, yes. What's to come of it? Well, that's what we're going to find out, so let's go ahead and continue. Do we really have to do this up here? Yes, why? Can't we just do this later tonight? No, you have other things to do then, right? But I don't think we can do this at school. Really? But the weather's fine. A resolve recital in the sun. Isn't it wonderful? What if someone finds us? It'll be fine. I made sure to lock the door. Someone's going to hear us if we talk too loudly. Yeah, but if so, we've got telepathy going for us, don't we? If we're going to use telepathy, then what's the point of this? Well, why do you think the witches live inside barriers? To hide from people, right? No, because they'll melt outside. But not us. Us magical girls gain power from the sunbeams. What? For real? It would be great if it was. It was stupid of me to believe that for a second. Well, we don't have to worry about sunburn, so why don't we go on with this for today? Yes, sir. Great. As the saying goes, un potere magico in un corpo magica. Repeat it. Yes, repeat. Un potere magico in un corpo magica. I can't hear you. Say it one more time. Un potere magico in un corpo magica. You're really going at it. Tomoe-san, didn't I lock the door? A wise man once said, that's a pretty dumb thing to ask magical girl. Heh, that's true. So, what's going on? Want to join us? No, not really. Mami, did you come here to save us? Save us? But it's not like we're kidnapped or something. I've been scouted and aimed to be an idol, so I'm leaving this town to you 3. Eh? You're aiming to be an idol? Mami, what's happening to you? I was walking around town when an agency scout approached me. He said I could be a star. At first, I said I was curious, but then the conversation progressed, and today I have a lesson. But, but what about your duties as a magical girl? Well, that's why I will be entrusting this town to you three. Wait a sec. What if someone just comes and takes away your territory? You've been protecting this town for so long, too, Mami. So, I could leave Mitakihara up to you two, can't I? Well, I guess so. It's just, this was so out of nowhere and all. I don't feel we're strong enough for this, no matter how confident you are in us. Kemi-san, may I ask that you cover for the two of them? No, I won't. That doesn't solve their problem, and they won't benefit at all. If you want to lead this town to them, you need to wait until they're strong enough. You'll need someone to take your place, and knowing you, I bet you already have one in mind. Oh, you're talking about her. I agree. I think she'd be the best pick for this situation. And she's been wanting Mitakihara for a while, too. If you have no problems with her, then why not? Yeah, you're right. I guess I'll make a call to my acquaintance then. Who could this be? She said she wanted this town, so... And so now we moved into the evening of day 4, and our only choice is Sayaka. And we've just seen that Homura has been training up Sayaka and Madoka, even going as far as basically giving them general drills up in the rooftop. Of course, we got to see the fruits of what happened, which is, I guess, Mami got scouted, and she'll become an idol. And she was hoping to entrust the girls and the town into Homura, but Homura refused. Her goal isn't just to baby and take over everything. She wants the girls to be stronger, be better magical girls. So, she's going to call in an acquaintance. Of course, we know who that is, but let's go ahead and continue the story. Sayaka-san, may I have a moment? Huh? What is it? Can you join me after school? There's an important matter I must discuss with you. Doesn't bother me. Sure. Then, well, I gotcha. Let's stop by the usual spot after school. Okay. Nom nom. The new pie tastes really good. Hey, what's going on? Is everything alright? You've been really quiet. Yeah. So, may I speak now? Oh yeah, sure. So what exactly is it you want to talk about? I must seek out your advice on love. Huh? What? Love? See, I've been keeping a secret from you and Madoka-san. Eh? Yeah? I've always kept it hidden deep inside my heart. Even during those times when you were visiting him at the hospital. Huh? I've been enamored by Kyosuke-kun for quite a long time now. Huh? Oh, is that right? Wow, he told me. That Kyosuke guy is quite a charmer, eh? But Sayaka, you're his childhood friend, are you not? Ha ha ha. There's just no way to separate us, that's all. Is that really all there is to it? Well, I've made up my mind, I won't keep lying to myself. So what about you, Sayaka? Can you truly face your own feelings? What do you mean? You're a very precious friend to me, Sayaka. So I want to give you a fair chance without stealing your opportunity. You've had your sights set for Kyosuke far longer than I've ever had. So I feel that you should get first priority on this. He told me. Tomorrow after school is when I'll confess my feelings. I'll hold back for one day. So please make a decision you won't come to regret before it's too late, too. Whether it means you'll confess your feelings to Kyosuke or not. Please don't think of me. Make your decision based on how you really feel. I hope you make an honest decision. Goodbye. What do I even do? I heard everything. You were listening this entire time? Of course I was. So what will you do now? What will I do now? Well, I know now that Hitomi is interested in Kyosuke. And judging by her words, it looks like she knew of your interest in him too. That can't be. You really think so? It'd make no sense if not. Or are you telling me that Hitomi is wrong? This would be something if you thought this was some secret, with how far things are now. It's always on your mind. You made it your miracle. Friends know. Confess. I know, but Hitomi's special to me. I don't want to hurt her. Even though you don't want to get hurt yourself. I won't get hurt. I value my friendship with Hitomi and feelings for him all the same. What's with that stare? I can immediately recognize when you're lying. It's really easy to tell. You hear about this a lot. Girls will say those things, but then take that chance. Hey now, I truly cherish the both of them. I see. But could you say a friend who steals a lover is a true friend? Can you really call love that directs an entire friendship true love? Well, when you put it that way, I guess not. What I'm trying to tell you is that choosing between the two is a meaningless choice. How can you say that? I'm at a fork in the road and need to make a choice. You need to think for a bit. Don't you think you're overcomplicating this? Love and friendship are two separate things, after all. Don't just decide that for yourself. Why don't you two try talking eye to eye? I think that would solve most of your problems. No, we already had that discussion. Yeah, except all you did was worry about and mumble lies the whole time. When she asked if you could face your true feelings, you didn't. You lied, you know. Well, yeah, but there's no need to. Now that you've gotten this far, you have to go all the way. Go all the way? And do what? A duel? What? A duel? A duel. You know, where two fight it out. See whose love is stronger. And who's fighting? Isn't that obvious? It's you against Hitomi. Whoa. What? What are you talking about? A duel between two students? Even if we did, I'd really wreck our... But if one of you goes out with him, it wouldn't sit well with the other, eh? Instead of a bitter and tumultuous relationship, why not end it all now? That's just nonsense. Then let me ask you one thing. What is it? Could you go up to Hitomi now and tell her you'll confess to him first? No, I really couldn't. So if they started going out, could you retain your relationship with them? Of course I could, without a doubt. Okay, and if they headed to the CD store and told you, could you happily see them off? Of course I could. I haven't been there since Kyosuke was discharged. Hey girl, got any plans? Yeah, love. I want to go to the amusement park. That's fine by me. If they're going out, of course they'd go there. And then if they're sitting on the park bench and getting quite intimate, and you walk by and happen to see them, and they make you feel you're in the way, I couldn't take it. See what I'm saying? I don't think I could take that feeling, even if we weren't friends. You can help a lie, but you can't worry about this forever. Let's end it. I'm going off on a whim here, but I think Hitomi is as worried as you are now. She wouldn't have given you all of tomorrow if she wasn't. Sayaka's emotionality increased by 10. And so now we're at nighttime on day 4, at the end of day 4 in general, and it's been pretty heavy day. We've just seen a familiar scene of Hitomi and Sayaka having their same conversation, leading to someone's going to end up with a broken heart and mind going everywhere. Homura has come to try her best to help Sayaka understand that she should be true to her feelings, and she needs to decide which is more important. Is holding back her feelings more important than actually expressing them? Who knows? But she made her at least finally see it, that she shouldn't just accept it and go into the background just because of someone else's feelings. What'll come of that? Well, as I keep saying, we just gotta keep going along and we'll find out. But anyways, we have Kyoko arriving to town, so let's go ahead and continue the story and figure out where that goes. I didn't really think you'd take them up on this deal, Kyoko Sakura. I mean, how couldn't I, when Mami herself picked me specifically? I had assumed things were headed in a bad direction. This is something else. Nope, this is even more complicated than you had expected it to be. Oh, really? Right now, there are 4 other magical girls in this town. Seriously? And yet, they decide to leave this town in your hands. What the hell is this all about? That's what I'd like to know. So what do you plan to do now? I hate messy situations. I should start kicking the crap out of those 4. You can read you like a book. That's so much like you. Are you one of the 4? I was asked to come here. Stay away or get slammed. Don't worry, I won't. Say, Kyubey, who the hell is this chick? There's no need to ask, Kyubey. My name is Homura Akemi. Well, thanks for the introduction there. My name is... It's Kyoko Sakura, right? I know that already. The hell? How do you know that? We met before or something? It doesn't really matter. Like Mami said, this town is to be left up to you. And that means we're counting on you for witch hunts. And replenishing magic. Don't we have to compete for grief seeds? This town's magical girls are currently searching for their new selves. And until they find their true selves, this town's grief seeds are yours. Of course, whenever it becomes necessary, we'll let you know. Sounds good? Kyubei, what the hell's with her? I've never met such a crazy magical girl. It's as if she lacks all the common sense needed from a magical girl. This girl's quite the irregular. Not even I'll know what she'll do. Oh, and by the way, you shouldn't trust Kyubei. He's a standard issue. The hell did you do? You just stopped Kyubei. Are you that unhinged? Just keep looking, you'll see. What the hell? Kyubei just ate Kyubei. What am I looking at? See, there are so many things you don't know yet. So, why argue common sense? You wanted grief seeds, that's your own desire. If so, it doesn't bother us. So you can have this town's grief seeds. Us four have decided on this. Understood? Oh, okay. I understand now. Thank you for the honor. Thank you. This will make Mommy happy too. Good luck on the witch hunts, okay? Kyoko's emotionality increased by 10. And just like that, we are now in day 5 of the morning. Our only choice here is Sayaka, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. And that's it for this part of the playthrough of Madoka Magica Portable, Feelings Define Fate, the extra chapter, in which we're seeing that things aren't as they've been before. We're not just following along with the day-to-day of trying to save Madoka and defeating witches. Instead, Homer decided to take a different approach, in which she's building up all the magical girls and making them see who they really are to find their true selves that she's put in herself. What'll come of that? Well, so far we've seen that Mami has gone down the road to become an idol. And when we pick this up, we'll see what happens with Sayaka and Hitomi and their complicated relationship, or I wouldn't even say complicated relationship, their complicated love for Kyosuke. But there's still, of course, Madoka herself and Kyoko. Kyoko just came into the town and basically got a free pass to the best town ever. So, anyways, when we pick this up again, we'll see how that continues on. So until then, thanks everybody for watching.